I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money.
I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
Stephen A. Smith has dropped a bombshell. Claims are surfacing that Floyd Mayweather could be on the brink of bankruptcy, allegedly tied to a $42 million scam. It sounds almost impossible, especially for a man who made over $700 million from just 2 fights. But behind the flashy lifestyle and undefeated legacy, something doesn't add up. Is this just another rumor? Or is one of boxing's richest icons quietly facing a financial downfall no one saw coming?
Other fighters accountable, like Floyd, for example. I mean, Floyd doesn't even know his opponent's name, so are you holding him accountable to that? Floyd should still be fighting people that, you know, he at least people that know that his opponent's name and stuff. Are you saying the same thing?
Hold on. A couple of things. Number one, last time I checked, Floyd retired. These are exhibitions that he had. I don't even count these. Floyd will tell you that himself. When Floyd, I didn't count Conor McGregor as a boxing match. That was a damn exhibition. I ain't paying no attention to that with Floyd. No way on earth. Not at all. That's number one. Number two, here's where you have to give Floyd his respect. He's a pioneer from the standpoint of his willingness to buy himself out of the contract with Top Rank, free himself up, and not be a prisoner to the promoter. So albeit in a different kind of fashion that Jake is doing it to some degree, Floyd's a pioneer in that regard. And the kind of thing that Jake has taken to another level, Floyd initiated. Julia, that is true.
I understand he initiated, but do you think it tarnishes his name to now be taking these bullshit I can't even say it. No, you don't think it does at all?
No. Here's the reason why. He's retired, number one. Number two, he had already proved himself as a world champion, made a whole boatload of money. He got $700 million in 2 fights, for crying out loud. He did all of that stuff. Then he retired, and he's announced that essentially these are exhibitions. He's just having fun with it because he's getting old. He's 45 years old now, and he did what he came to do. That's entirely different than a 25-year-old on the come up, knocking people out. Okay? I mean, that's entirely different ballgame, dude. It's not the same.
Stephen A. Smith has seen Floyd Mayweather's world up close. The mansions, the fleet of luxury cars, the private jets. He knows this isn't just flash. It's the result of years of discipline, dominance, and smart money moves. Having witnessed the scale of Mayweather's wealth firsthand, Smith understands the empire Floyd built better than most. Which is exactly why his perspective now carries so much weight. Because when someone that familiar with the success starts raising questions, it makes you wonder what's really going on behind the scenes.
What's your definition of toy?
Well, private jet, Enzo, Bugatti. Let's walk over here. I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. It's a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys?
I haven't seen these?
No.
Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Let me see what's the number. We go 300.
And you don't drive them.
It's close to 15 million. You're right. It's close to.
New reports are casting serious doubt on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s latest business claims. Just weeks after announcing what he called his biggest deal ever, a $42 million investment in a Manhattan apartment portfolio, questions started piling up. According to Business Insider, there's no evidence the deal ever happened. Mayweather doubled down in a video, confidently stating he owns multiple apartment buildings outright, with no partners involved. But that's where things take a turn. Investigations suggest the ownership of those properties hasn't changed at all, and they're not tied to him. Now, the real question isn't just about the deal. It's why make such a bold claim if it isn't true?
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is widely recognized as the highest paid boxer of all time, a reputation built on unmatched skill inside the ring and his elite ability to market himself outside of it. When he retired from professional boxing in 2017, he left behind a legacy filled with record-breaking paydays and iconic performances. But retirement didn't slow his spending. Mayweather continued making high-profile purchases, from luxury mansions in Los Angeles to an endless showcase of cars, watches, and private jets that reinforced his image as Money Mayweather. Still, despite the enormous wealth, reports have suggested financial pressure behind the scenes. One of the biggest talking points was an alleged $22.2 million debt to the IRS, which many believe played a major role in his return to exhibition fights. It raised a bigger question: was retirement really the end of his career, or the beginning of financial obligations he couldn't ignore?
Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Mayweather's return to the ring wasn't simply about competition. It was also widely viewed as a financial move. With rising expenses and reported financial pressures, he stepped into the spotlight once again for a high-profile exhibition against YouTuber Logan Paul. But the fight didn't end with just punches and entertainment. After the event, Logan Paul made a serious accusation, claiming that Mayweather never paid him the agreed-upon $3 million purse for the exhibition bout. He took to social media to express his frustration, suggesting that Floyd failed to honor their financial agreement. The claim added another layer of controversy around Mayweather's post-retirement business dealings, leaving fans questioning what really happened behind the scenes.
Fight Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose?
Nah,
What happened?
he didn't pay me. I wish you'd paid me.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You got it on you by any chance?
I have it in Nigerian money. I'll give you 10 million in Nigerian money. That's about $1,100 a month. So is that your only loss was Floyd?
No, I didn't lose. It was an exhibition, so there's no loser.
There's no loser in exhibition?
No.
So you both are winners? It's like a tie. That's not a good feeling. It's like tongue kissing your sister or something. Not a great
The controversy surrounding Mayweather's finances didn't go unnoticed in boxing circles. Former rival Oscar de la Hoya, long known as one of his most vocal critics, seized the moment to weigh in publicly. In a mix of humor and sharp criticism, de la Hoya mocked Mayweather's continued involvement in exhibition fights and suggested that it might be time for him to finally step away from the ring. While delivered in a lighthearted tone, the message was clear: Even legends aren't immune to scrutiny when questions about money start following them outside the sport.
Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Adding fuel to the growing controversy, Logan Paul even joked that Floyd Mayweather might be bankrupt, throwing doubt on the long-standing image of him as a financial powerhouse. In a sarcastic tone, Paul dismissed the idea that Mayweather's wealth was as untouchable as people believe, suggesting that no one really knows where the money is going. The remark quickly spread online, intensifying speculation and keeping Mayweather's finances at the center of public debate.
Bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the Walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want my...
When Floyd Mayweather was questioned about Logan Paul's accusations regarding unpaid money during an appearance on the Pivot podcast, he attempted to dismiss the issue. He said he had no problem with YouTube creators and insisted the payment was simply delayed, explaining that large sums of money often take time to process. However, his response came across as evasive to many viewers, as he framed the situation as a minor timing issue rather than a potential dispute over unpaid funds. The moment only added more fuel to the ongoing debate about his financial dealings. Note, the remaining lines in the transcript appear unrelated to the story and include podcast outro-style audio, so they have been omitted for clarity.